Tonight on MTN, inside the wonder and amazement of the Special Olympics Montana State Summer Games.
Thought, what if there's something out there for people like me that I could be a part of?
And for over 50 years, Special Olympics Montana has been celebrating incredible athletic feats and unrivaled sportsmanship.
Everybody has a place. We can make everybody feel included.
From the Olympic torch's journey to the spectacle of the opening ceremony.
Welcome, athlete fans, to the 2024 State Summer Games!
We'll show you everything that makes this unparalleled event one of Montana's best ever. We Are Gold, Montana's Special Olympics athletes, coming up next.
From MTN News, this is We Are Gold, Montana's Special Olympics athletes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to We Are Gold, celebrating Montana's Special Olympics athletes. I'm Scott Breen.
And I'm Tom Wiley, and we are here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College, where the Special Olympics Montana State Summer Games are back in the Magic City for the first time in over a decade.
And yes, Tom, they're not just here this year, but they're also here in 25 and 26. They'll be right back here in Billings. Over 1,400 athletes on 53 teams. The bottom line through all of this, these games started long before this weekend.
That's right. The law enforcement torch run has made 41 stops starting back in April, and they made their way to Yellowstone County this week. Well, this was the final leg Monday as law enforcement officials and supporters completed their journey to the Yellowstone County Sheriff's Office. The torch travels hundreds of miles as a symbol of hope, love, and dedication, and the run has raised millions of dollars to support Special Olympics over the years.
The torch then made its way inside First Interstate Arena at Metro Park for opening ceremonies. Always a sight to see. Our own Marcus Kakova showed us how it went down on Wednesday.
What's up, Billy?
Montana's Special Olympics couldn't have started with better energy.
It's very uplifting, it's very positive, it's loud.
They're all running and giving each other hugs, and it's a competition, but yet they are coming together and they're so excited.
Despite the torch lighting, notable speakers, honorees, and a dance party, the highlight for athletes.
You get to have your family and
friends.
And your parents get to be involved as coaches. Makes the relationship stronger, yes?
Yes.
Just because everyone is friends doesn't mean competition disappears.
I have over 100 medals in my career. I tell you, I feel like a champion.
A feeling earned through hard work.
It takes a lot of preparation and coordination and teamwork, hundreds of hours for each person during the year.
A team is what makes it work.
I'll let our Master of Ceremonies take it from here.
Let the game begin!
At First Interstate Arena, Jeremiah, MTN News.
The First Interstate Arena holds a lot of events throughout the year, but none louder than that. So good to see all the athletes and award winners, including 2024 Athlete of the Year, Jared Radine, who's got a long history with Special Olympics. In 2021, the Radines were named the Family of the Year. He's been a health messenger, and that's not all. MTN's Kyle Hansen has more.
Jared Radine has been a longtime staple of Special Olympics Montana. He began participating back in 2005 and competed for many years in Great Falls before the family recently moved to Missoula, and Jared fit right in the Garden City.
Fun. It's fun. Okay, there you go.
And for all of his work put in, Jared was recognized with a major honor from Special Olympics Montana as he was named the 2024 Athlete of the Year.
And you were pretty excited, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we went to state basketball. That's when they gave the Special Olympics Athlete of the Year, and his name was announced. And yeah, he was pretty excited.
Jared has won many awards over the years in Special Olympics. He loves to be active and meet new friends through the games while competing in bowling, golf, swimming, and snowshoeing.
Everything. I think he's pretty proud of the fact that he has a coat that has his name on it, and the back says Athlete of the Year 2024. He's pretty proud of that, and then they gave him like it's an award, for it. Pretty cool, and he's pretty proud of that. So I would say that would probably be what he loves the most.
Jared will compete at the state games in Billings, in golf, and swimming. For his father, seeing him embrace Special Olympics has been special over the years.
It's good to see his growth, over the years. It's so awesome when he won Athlete of the Year because it was something that he wanted to do really bad. So he did it on his own. So yeah, we're all proud of him, very proud of him.
The games mean everything to him, as Jared even recited the oath, one he holds near and dear.
Let me win.
Let me win.
But I don't win.
But if I cannot win,
let me be brave.
Let me be brave in the attempt. Good job.
Reporting in Missoula, Kyle Hansen, MTN Sports.
Pretty impressive feat from Jared to be named the Athlete of the Year out of over 3,500 that compete across the state. Isn't that right, Scott?
It is, Tom, and I'll tell you what, they make up over 250 teams alone statewide in the area games, which is pretty impressive, but maybe none more committed than the Miles City Bandits. Their youth team won Team of the Year just last year in 2023. Their adult team took the same award home this year. How about it? Well, let's visit with our Alec Boffinger, who goes out east to Miles City and shows us what's so special about the Bandits.
There's something brewing in cowboy country. Both the Miles City Bandits youth and adult Special Olympics teams have been rolling in the accolades. Last year, the youth team was recognized as the Program of the Year, and the adult team followed suit this year, with Brooke Hollowell also garnering Coach of the Year.
It's been a passion of mine since I've been in high school. I've coached through college, coached through grad school. I'm a speech therapist, so I work in the field with the athletes as well in their school world. So for me, every day, I think that's important for me, and it's something that I want to wake up and do. It's a big, important part of my life.
It's been hard work for Hollowell and Maria Schock to bring life back into the Special Olympics community in Miles City, and it's their athletes that are reaping the rewards.
I was kind of excluded from the other activities I was in by my peers, and I didn't feel really included. I just thought, what if there's something out there for people like me that I could be a part of?
So I think in Miles City, with our tight-knit community, we're really trying to provide that opportunity. It's hard to make friends. It's hard to find social opportunities. So I think for us, that's what we want to create here.
That inclusive atmosphere has been a focal point for Hollowell and Schock's Bandits teams, as it's fostered lifelong relationships amongst the athletes.
It's huge. Our athletes hang out with each other outside of our sports seasons too. They've created these bonds that they go to the movies together and they hang out together and do all kinds of other things together because they've created these friendships through their teams.
If you're in Miles City, you just might happen to catch these Bandits out on the town. For MTN Sports, I'm Alec Boffinger.
Well, so many of these teams across Montana are worthy of that statewide recognition. But did you know there's a group in the mining city that was recently recognized nationally? The school accomplished the prestigious 10 Standards of Excellence and was recently recognized by ESPN. MTN's Luke Shelton introduces us.
Hey everyone, MTN's Luke Shelton out here at East Middle School, and while Butte's largest junior high recently received a prestigious award from Special Olympics, after chatting with some people, I realized that the main story isn't so much the accolade, but how it reflects this school's mission of acceptance and inclusion.
We're all about everybody being on the same team here. Everybody works together. Everybody works to try to make everybody else better.
That mission is personified at East through its now 4th year of membership in the Special Olympics Unified Sports Program, which aims to promote social inclusion for people with intellectual disabilities through athletics. And on these teams, winning takes second place to having fun and forming friendships.
You like spending time with your friends and stuff?
I like spending time with my friends and all of that.
Is that your favorite part about doing this, just being with your friends?
Yeah.
Acceptance, inclusion, how important is that to you guys?
Really important. Yeah, it's super important because we don't just want to leave out everybody. We want everybody to have a chance to have fun and do what they want to do.
The school's commitment to fostering an environment of acceptance culminated last fall in it being tabbed as a National Unified Champion School and named to the ESPN Honor Roll. But this award was less about the banner and more about showcasing a message of inclusion that extends school-wide and beyond sports.
We talk about, how to be respectful of people with disabilities, and we really hit on that all year long. Good job.
East's Unified Sports Program has grown rapidly in a short amount of time, and the hope is that other opportunities become available to its athletes.
Be involved in student council, maybe in choir, in band, and really start to expand. So I think that's our goal, is to just keep growing and keep giving kids the same opportunities, and it's amazing what we can do when we do it together.
There's something special going on at East Middle School, and at its heart, the formula is quite simple. Make everyone, regardless of differences, feel welcome.
I think our goal is just to show that everybody has a place. We can make everybody feel included, and a little bit of kindness goes a long way.
A simple message, but one we can all be reminded of. In Butte, Luke Shelton, MTN Sports.
Scott, East Middle School is one of over 120 Unified Champion schools across the state. 12 of those represented here at the State Summer Games.
Impressive, no doubt about it, and we are far from finished. We invite you to stick around on our special We Are Gold. Coming up next, our Native American communities. How are they affected by Special Olympics across Montana? You'll meet a true track and field legend who has too many medals to count in a quarter century of competitions.
And we'll take you to Browning, where they're focused on the next generation of athletes. Stay tuned.
From MTN News, welcome back to We Are Gold, Montana's Special Olympics athletes.
Well, welcome back to We Are Gold, celebrating Montana Special Olympics State Summer Games right here in Billings. Now, athletes play 7 events over these 3 days, including one of the big favorites, Tommy, bocce. Check it out.
Let's see this. All right, keep in mind, Scott just had shoulder surgery. Let's see how I do. And he still beats me. Bocce and track and field are the 2 most popular sports here at the State Summer Games, but athletes also compete in gymnastics, in swimming, and cycling, and also soccer, which we'll show you in a bit.
But first, Tom, we want to show you how the Special Olympics of Montana affect Native American communities.
Run pretty hard like this.
Keith is happy to give out pointers on how to win the long jump. It's just one of the events he's medaled in during various Special Olympics games, both locally and nationally. But he says his favorite and most dominant event is the mile.
I'm like the tallest one on there. They're like, oh, great, we got to go up against you.
Keith says his 6'5" frame has propelled him to wide margin wins.
They're like, can you give us a 10-second start? I was like, nah.
He even compares himself to one of Montana's rodeo greats, a 7-time world champion.
I'm the Don Mortensen of the mile.
How so?
Because I grew up watching him down at Metra, and he never gave up.
Spending his early years on the Fort Belknap Reservation, King is approaching 25 years as a Special Olympics athlete. That includes basketball and tribal dancing at opening ceremonies that signifies great tradition.
It's a warrior dance. I love it. We sneak up on the enemies, plus we sneak up on when we hunt, take it back to our families, and we serve it to them.
It's something that, in his words, weighs heavy on him.
Plus, we dance for our families and our friends, if they're sick and they're going through something.
Keith says his head-to-toe gear includes a bustle with 18 eagle feathers, and on top, a roach made with porcupine and 2 more eagle feathers. Those with Special Olympics Montana say they're noticing an uptick in Native American participation. Keith even recalls his presence being notable and somewhat lighthearted a few years ago when his basketball team placed 3rd at the National Games in New Jersey.
People from East Coast were like, we thought you were going to have your war paint on. And I was like, nah. And this one player was like, look, Mom, I'm here. There's a real live Indian. And I was like, so I was getting all the big traction. I was like, it was pretty cool, and got to see the ocean for the first time.
Maybe he gets back someday, but in the meantime, this proudly tall athlete is all about taking care of business.
I just, kicking butt and taking names.
Use your arms to balance.
Every day at the Blackfeet Early Childhood Center, classes spend time being active through organized activities.
We're gonna do our warm-up song.
The swimmer on the water goes swim, swim, swim.
How old are you guys?
I'm 5 and I'm 5'2".
So our Young Athletes program is all about movement, cognitive, and just getting them to move their bodies.
Here we started to implement it as young as toddlers on up to 5 years old. So it really teaches them about their body and what their body is capable of doing.
It's part of the Special Olympics Montana Young Athletes program, which the center implemented for the first time this year.
We had our first training, and everybody loves it here.
The activities are fun and simple, but they're also adaptable. And Armstrong plans to tie it back to their main goal at the center, preserving Blackfeet culture.
And I'll be doing planning with them this summer, where you see the colors of the reds, greens, and blues. We're going to bring our Blackfeet colors into while the children are jumping or what. So they'll be learning also our Blackfeet language, with this.
The Young Athlete program is currently implemented at 25 sites across the state with 239 trained adults engaging with 1,400 kids. But Armstrong hopes more will add it soon, especially in Native communities.
But my goal is to try to get all the Indian programs in the state of Montana to adopt this.
The young athletes in our class jump up and down.
It's simple. It's just like learning a new skill, but you're learning it with little children.
Let's go, you got it. One more try.
What a welcoming community. And that's what Special Olympics Montana is all about. Inclusivity. Coming up, we'll take you to one of the over 100 unified champion schools in Montana who takes the word togetherness to a whole new level. Stay with us.
From MTN News, welcome back to We Are Gold, Montana's Special Olympics athletes.
Welcome back to Rocky Mountain College and We Are Gold. Now we've made our way over to the soccer fields. You can see lots going on behind us. And in addition to the nearly 5,000 athletes across the state, there's even more volunteers, around 5,600, Scott.
Truly team efforts, no question about it. In fact, often bringing together families, loved ones of all different backgrounds at one of Montana's 121 unified champion schools. Our Grace Lawrence shows us one in Gallatin County.
Unified Track is a family affair for the Clarks. Kristen coaches her two sons, Grant and Jack, who are a part of the Gallatin Raptors team, and the competitive spirit is high between the two brothers. But what reigns most important is that when they're competing, this sport has brought their family together.
Special Olympics is the thing that kind of brings us all together. A big theme in our family is inclusion, and we want to promote it as much as we can in every area of our lives. And I feel like Special Olympics has been one of the main ways that we've been able to do that.
Two unified athletes pair with two Special Olympics athletes for the 4x4 relay at each meet for Gallatin. That's one of the main events where Jack and Grant are able to work together and compete.
The unifieds are just really there to carry the race forward. The glory is all about our Special Olympics athletes. We usually have one anchoring so they can cross the finish line. The crowd goes crazy. It's so fun.
My favorite track, my part of the track, I'm going to keep running and keep racing until my body tells me to do, and it keeps running faster every time.
Grant has been a part of unified sports with his brother for the past 6 years.
He chooses to do it because he knows the power that it has. So he knows how he has grown, he knows how he spread it to other people, he knows how cool it is.
My brother is a great racer, and he's a great runner. He gets every time with me, and every time we just grab it, and me, I keep running.
As for Jack, Kristen has seen him grow as a person, athlete, and teammate. The inclusivity is what means most to her and her family.
He has grown just leaps and bounds. It's like all he wants to do is be included. He wants to be one of the gang. He wants to be a part of the crowd. And
Unified Sports has allowed him to do that.
In Bozeman, Grace Lawrence, MTN Sports.
Well, Montana's Special Olympics certainly give athletes a chance to get together, build and develop friendships and, well, competition, obviously. Now to one of my favorite sports, golf. Our Slim Kimmel takes us over to Western Montana to show us one Special Olympian making the most of his time.
You can't miss Chris Zier at the Missoula Diamondbacks golf practice. Chris has been a Special Olympics athlete for some 30 years, and to hear him say it, it isn't just fun and games.
Be serious.
You're serious all the time?
Yeah, all the time.
But some coaxing from his mom brings out the truth.
I had fun. And be serious too.
Whether it's downhill skiing, his favorite sport, or golf, Chris brings an infectious energy to the games.
I've had actually a couple people say, has he ever met somebody he doesn't like or who doesn't like him? And it's like, nope.
I have too many friends.
It's easy to see why. Chris makes immediate connections with just about everybody, and he's very active in the Special Olympics community. He's been an athlete ambassador, and he sponsors a hole at the Hackers Golf Tournament each summer.
The teams bet on whoever gets close to the hole. If it rolls off, you donated.
Chris makes his own money working at Living River Farms in the Bitterroot Valley. He's also involved with the American Legion and carries the flag in the Honor Guard.
We go to town and everybody is like, oh, there's Chris. And they'll get their backs cracked because he hugs them so hard and picks them up.
As for this year's Summer Games, Chris will compete in golf and track and field.
We do not limit him. You know, if he thinks he can do it, try. He gets enjoyment over participating and doing things.
And Chris has a straightforward goal.
I try to beat everyone, not beat.
Like he said, Chris is serious. All the time. Slim Kimmel, MTN Sports.
Well, we're not done yet, Tom.
No, that's right. Coming up, we're guaranteeing that you'll have a smile on your face because that's what one Special Olympian specializes in.
Good job. Nice job.
From MTN News, welcome back to We Are Gold, Montana's Special Olympics athletes.
Well, thank you for joining us on We Are Gold, our MTN Sports tribute to Montana's Special Olympics, the State Summer Games here of 2024. Now, over 3 days, we've seen over 1,400 athletes here in Billings with the thrills and the spills. And not just the athletes, but also the joy from those who will have helped along the way, Tommy.
Absolutely. You know, you see these athletes out here on the field of competition. Yeah. They're shining their light for everyone to see. But a lot of times, it's what happens away from sports and competition that has the most meaningful impact. Now, take Carson Dalkey from Great Falls, for example. She makes people smile like it's her job because it literally is.
Imagine you're having a bad day, but then you drive down 9th Street in Great Falls and you pass Allstate Insurance and you see this girl.
Good job. Nice job.
Holding this sign.
Woohoo.
With this smile.
Hey.
And your outlook instantly gets better.
Beep, beep.
That's the effect that Special Olympian Carson Dalkey has on people.
The most outgoing, friendly, trusting, loving, accepting person that most all of us know.
How does that make you feel, Carson?
Pretty good. Feeling happy, right? Not sad.
Dalkey started holding a sign that reads, "You are perfect to me," in front of her mom's business last year.
I work at Allstate, and obviously a desk job is not something that's going to keep her entertained all day. So she ended up just wanting to sit outside and wave to people. And so that's why we got the sign made. She wanted to sit out there and just wave because that makes her day, to have people wave back at her, honk at her, smile at her, whatever.
When she's not working at Allstate, Carson brings her infectious energy and attitude to Special Olympics, where she's competed on the Great Falls Lions and the Hornets for 11 years. It's an outlet that allowed her to grow as a person and a teammate.
I do like Special Olympics because it's fun. It makes me happy.
There was times when she was younger where this was not the case with Carson. She had a lot of emotional issues. Probably in the last 7 to 10 years, she has just kind of grown into herself. She has been just a light.
And Carson's light will continue to shine for anyone in need of a smile, a honk, or a wave.
Perfect to me, huh?
Scott, it really doesn't get a whole lot better than Carson, and really that's a perfect way to end our show.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Thank you for joining us for We Are Gold. Thanks to all the athletes, the Special Olympians, the helpers, the volunteers, the staff, the coaches who've also helped make this show possible. We're already fired up for next year right back here in Billings, State Games 2024. For all of us at MTN, I'm Scott Breen.
I'm Tom Wiley. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching We Are Gold, Montana's Special Olympics athletes.